Hello, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. This is Day and Day Nodra, Ian VTuber, and 2.2 is here. Hello. Yep, 2.2 is here, and last night, uh, reason why I didn't stream last night was because I was waiting for this update, and when it was finally updating. Oh my goodness, the Wi-Fi was not connecting good enough for it to download. Oh, it took so long. I was like up for a good long while, and I was like, why? But yes, I also kind of want to talk about Nanashi Mume. I remember I remember the first time I saw her stream, and I was like, "Who the heck is this?" and this is like I didn't know VTubers until 2023, and Nana Shimume, never really was interested in seeing her content until like late last year. And I gotta say, she became like one of my favorite VTubers, especially in Hololive. And I know that she's been having difficulties with her throat, and I know that she she wasn't getting that much support in Hololive for her throat. So I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know if she's gonna have like a long hiatus, or if she's gonna stop her activities and become an affiliate, stay with Hololive, or if she's gonna graduate and stop streaming, or if she's gonna graduate or and become indie. I don't know what's gonna happen, but whatever she chooses, I'll support it, and as long as she is happy, then that's all that matters. And I can't wait until you also you also debut. I hope I will do my best to be there. But yes, let us get into the game. Yeah, cuz as long as she's happy, then that's all that matters. Yes, I agree. Can't wait. But yes, let us get into the game now. And here we are. Alright, so I'm also gonna try out Cantrella as well. See how she is. I'm not really interested in getting her, but who knows? I didn't even see her Resonator trailer neither. So, funny thing is about Shorekeeper is that
sink into the depths with me.
with Shorekeeper, I wasn't really interested in getting the Shorekeeper neither. And then I saw her the fudge case. Yeah, then I saw her like a Resonator trailer, and I was like, wow, I am gonna get her. And then I saw her combat animations.
Why not savor them?
Tried to pull for her at 30 pulls. I got pity, and now I'm like, might save that for another Resonator, but I'm not sure. Yeah. I think at the moment, I think at the moment I got about maybe 30 pulls as well, but I'm not even gonna try. I'm waiting for like the Holy Maiden. Yeah,
Take a breath.
yeah, then when I saw like Shorekeeper's, whoopsies, wrong thing. When I saw Shorekeeper's combat animations, I was like, wow, that looks amazing. And then I was like, yeah, I'm definitely gonna get her. And then I played the story, and I was like,
Quite
oh no.
distant those
And I was like, yeah, I am definitely gonna get her. And then I saw her like I finished the story, and I was like,
Struggle harder.
I want
It's
to
rotating me.
I want to C6 her. I don't know. Shorekeeper is really good. I'm not a fan of Cantrilla's yeah, combat. I mean, she's pretty powerful, but I'm not really much of a fan. Oh well, free asteroids. Alright, now let us go to where Abby's at. And teleport. Alright, Ooh, that lag. That lag is kind of scary.
You there, Abster?
Abster.
What's up?
It's taking longer for Abby to react.
Hey,
Poor
there's
Abby.
nothing to worry about. I'm just a little beat, that's all. Oh, earlier, when I was half asleep, I came up with this great idea for finding the Sentinel.
Let's hear it.
Didn't the Sentinels say they're locked up in some kind of tower in the
You know,
sky?
Kuro needs to make an Abby plushie.
Well, how about I just fly up there?
An
and look
Abby
for it?
plushie would be
Easy as
good.
pie.
The tower is either too far to see, or it's totally covered by clouds. Otherwise, we would have seen some sign of it on the ground. In the shape you're in, are you sure you could fly that far?
Yes. Abby plushie would be
Hey, come
nice.
on. It
You know
won't
what
hurt
would
to
also be
try.
nice?
The cliff at Eglatown would be a perfect
The
launch pad.
those little Nimbus echoes. That it'd be nice if they were to make plushies from where is it? Plushies of where is it? I think nope, I think those are all the new ones. Where is it? Where Nimbus Wraith. I think these would sell pretty well. Cause like they're so adorable. Ta-da. Oh, what's why is the sensitivity so low? I'm not used to this. Oh no! Wrong thing! Flight. That's what I wanted to do. Oh no! I'm totally missed! Well, that's all under the bridge now. Oh my goodness. My flying skills need some work. Oh, it's the new chick. Ah, she uses a leaf
Music itself
to
holds no
whistle.
emotion. It's the heart that grants it meaning. So, dear listener, tell me, what feelings did my piece evoke in you?
Relaxation and warmth.
Wow, valuable insight.
Her
Thank you.
character design,
That brings
though.
me closer to completing my piece.
Man, Kuro. Kuro, my goodness.
Salutations, Rover. My name is Chacona, a wandering bard.
Chikona.
I'm glad to have met you.
Is she gonna be a support character?
I was sent by Lady Carlotta to find you. As I passed that abandoned house, I suddenly felt this, well, you know, rush of inspiration that just can't be ignored. So I stopped to compose a piece.
Music is good. Music is good.
Surprise, surprise, the melody led me right to you. Well, I suppose this won't count as me getting distracted, right?
Oh, she's a 5-star.
If Carlotta asked you to find me, has something happened?
Lady Carlotta told me you encountered the supposed martyred maiden, Cartathea.
Katathea.
She dispatched search teams
Oh,
soon
excuse me.
after, but there's been no sign of Cartathea since.
She actually kind of looks like a Fire Album character, or some character in some other JRPG.
That's why she asked me to use my forte to recreate the frequency you experienced at the time, to see if any details you might have missed become clearer.
Recreate the frequency?
Is it like recreating that moment?
Well,
It's like
it's a
time.
little tricky to explain in words. Think of it like being in an immersive portrait. Can you tell me about your meeting with Cartathea? The more details, the better. Even the smallest things count.
Interesting. I am pretty interested. I wonder how her playstyle is gonna be.
Let's see here. Tweak a few notes here. Some emotions there. Textures. That should do it.
Wow, look at that! How many strings is that? Like, is that 32 strings? Wow, that's pretty cool.
Now then, Rover. Time for you to tune in to your memories.
Wow. Alright, is there gonna be a quick time event? Oh wow. This melody though.
Tune in to my memories. Does that mean I'm supposed to see the past from another perspective?
I think so.
Laureate.
Wow, look at his eyes. Oh, it's gone. Hold up. Can she see him? What?
Our tacit marks are glowing again. It appears there is a special connection between them.
Wow, what? Does she exist in
What
memory
does the meaning of
spaces?
this?
Someone used their resonance ability to help me relive this moment. But this seems unexpected.
This is insane.
How did you first come to notice me?
The Sentinel. Imperator's voice guided me to you.
You heard the Sentinel's voice? Then tell me, am I their resonator?
Interesting. She doesn't know
Well,
neither.
Imperator called you
The Lost.
and Primus Fenrico claims you are the resonator for Leviathan, the Threnodian. But you really don't have any idea?
I've actually been searching for the answer to this question too.
She
My
really
memories
is
are
lost.
fragmented. I remember becoming a resonator, and the moment I was given the name Fleur de Lis.
Fleur de Lis.
I also remember fighting something, but the details and the outcome of that battle are lost to me. You seem deeply concerned about the Sentinel. Tell me, why is that?
You rang? Whoa! Check it out! Our frequencies got split apart.
Abby. Abby is so much smarter than Paimon. Aberrations. We're ghosts! We're astral projecting.
Yeah, sorta. Kinda.
This must be the frequency that's entangled within you. Is it some kind of echo?
I mean,
Yes. I'm experiencing a similar kind of frequency split. Though there is little that remains of my resonance powers. I feel its frequency weakening. I understand why you're eager to find the Sentinel.
she's able to feel that just like with Shorekeeper.
You said you heard the Sentinel's voice. Was there anything else they said?
They spoke of being ensnared in an inverted tower suspended in the sky.
Ensnared? Does that mean behind the seals there's...
She's been there.
I'm sure you've noticed that I was drawn here only as a frequency.
Only as
My true
frequency.
form currently resides inside an inverted sonorosphere, suspended high in the sky. At its center stands a tower, its gate locked by 3 seals.
Funny thing is, I was trying so hard not to see any spoilers, so I avoided most of social media. But at the end, I only saw little snapshots.
I barely noticed earlier. Is that a Threnodian smell I'm getting from you?
The scent of a Threnodian. You can perceive the Threnodian.
It's not an exact one-to-one with that big Ovathraxula meatball I had.
Oh,
But I'd
Thraxula.
never mix up a flavor I've already tasted.
Abby has a nose for these sort of things. But we came across Threnodian powers before in Jinjo,
Abby is so useful.
so it's safe to say Abby can be trusted.
Do you think I'm the Threnodian's resonator?
She sounds so conflicted. She doesn't want to be the Threnodian's resonator.
If we're making assumptions, let's err on the optimistic side first. Given your current situation, It is possible you were affected by the Thenodian's powers during your battle alongside Imperator. That could be the reason behind losing all your power, too.
I take it this theory would benefit you as well.
Abby and Abby's
After
thinking
all,
face.
that unique echo of yours needs the Sentinel's powers for treatment, does it not? Even in adventure tales, it's not always the witch who loses her memory. It could also be a blessed maiden, trying to regain her powers. In that case, it appears we share the same goal of finding the Sentinel.
You're awfully calm about this.
Spending so much time alone in the Sonorosphere gave me plenty of time to consider countless possibilities. I've braced myself for whatever may come until I find the answers I'm seeking.
I want to know what's going on with Imperator in that tower. I want to speak with you in person.
As long
How
as you
can we
don't
reach the
attack me.
Sonorosphere?
A part of the Sonorosphere is actually on land, though its outer perimeter is surrounded by a barrier. I cannot leave, and no one can enter.
Just break it open. Just because you can doesn't mean everyone else can't.
That barrier also acts as the power source that maintains the Sonorosphere's integrity. If it's destroyed, the entire sphere will collapse. And the ruins, along with the tacit discords it houses, would come crashing down on Raguna. It would be catastrophic.
You said no one can get in. Has anyone tried?
Yes, I've occasionally sensed someone wandering outside the barrier, as if searching for a way inside.
I wonder who.
Perhaps they know something.
Any distinguishing features?
Cantrilla? Cantrilla?
Almost
Yep.
like a deep-sea jellyfish.
Her wandering eyes.
Look. I can only describe the feeling I got from her as a resonator.
Well, her forehead is glowing.
It would seem this resonance ability can only last for so long.
I'll look for a way to find this person you mentioned.
Something tells me you will keep your promise. No matter the outcome, this may be my chance to find the answers I've been looking for.
Alright, well. Time to see the head of the Facilia family.
Rover? Rover?
Hello.
Oh, thank goodness. You're finally awake.
How long did that take?
How are you feeling? Any headache, tingling feet, upset stomach?
The details though, wow.
Phew.
Look at that.
Everything, but you just wouldn't wake up. I thought you were... Wait a second. Did you actually fall asleep listening to my music? No. It kind of breaks my heart to know you reacted like that when it wasn't even a lullaby.
Musicians.
It was really helpful.
Helpful for your sleeping troubles, hmm?
The tears. She's really disturbed about it.
Wow. say, created a special connection that led to some unexpected developments.
She is so animated compared to all the other characters. My goodness.
The girl, is she friend or foe? What truths lie behind the seal, and who is that mysterious wandering figure?
She is definitely a bard. Only a bard
I have
would
a
be
feeling
this
we're going to be
passionate
very excited
and
fun.
animated.
I'll pass this information on to Lady Carlotta. So, what do you plan to do next?
The way that the light in her eyes like shakes. That's some insane animation. Facilia.
Pardon the intrusion, my lord.
Pardon the intrusion.
My name is Sebastian.
Sebastian.
As per the lady's instructions, I have been entrusted with the honor of inviting you to the Phasalia estate for a discussion.
The Phasalia family. The one that's likely worshipping the Thrnodian. Why does she want to talk with me?
The way she's just poking from behind.
Milady has expressed a desire to clear up some unfortunate misunderstandings that occurred previously.
Internal conflict.
Tell her I accept the invitation, but at a later time.
I like how like most of the curves on the resonators is actual curves, and then we get a close up on his glasses.
I will convey your
I mean,
message.
not his glasses, his monocle, and you can see that the you can see that it's not really a circle. I think they need to like
Didn't expect the head of the Phasalia family.
what is
to
it
do
called
much
again?
for you. Especially while they're still in the middle of negotiations with Lady Carlotta.
What was it called again?
She's just as unpredictable as the rumors say. I suppose you would want to know more about her before taking up her invitation,
Yeah, I really like how like the shiner in her eyes like shakes like that. It makes her feel more alive.
She's known to be a recluse and rarely makes public appearances. No one outside the family even knows her real name. They just call her the head of the Phasalia family. I've heard quite a few rumors. Which one would you like to hear first?
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
I have Shadow of the Ancient,
Shadow
Lady
of the
Bane,
Ancient.
or maybe Entangler of Hearts.
Clickbait titles. Maybe I should use one of those titles for one of my streams. She is so animated.
Hello, that's why they're called
It's
rumors.
great. My
I'm
goodness.
just doing my due diligence by being faithful to the source material.
Right now it doesn't really feel like I'm playing a gacha game.
So, ready to dive right in?
Especially with her like being so animated. It kind of feels like a JRPG now.
Well, long story short, the Phasalia family was one of the first to set foot on these islands and establish order in Renacita. Their lineage even predates the Order of the Deep, and their craft of extracting toxins from aquatic plants is a legacy passed down through generations. Word is, they select the new head of household by having candidates ingest each other's poisons and wait to see who's still breathing when it's all over.
From what I saw on a comment of apparently that is actually very accurate history in Italian nobility, where like they where like the servant, well, not the servants, but like they would have to drink their master, or like the nobles poison in order to test their loyalty, I guess. But something I need to do some research on.
Stories about the current head of the Thessalias get even wilder.
Look at that.
They
Even
say
even
she
with
didn't go for her
Rover's
usual
eyes,
selection of
his
weapons.
the light in his
So
eyes does not
she took
shake
the
like
throne
that.
by poisoning her predecessor. Others say she's a master in the art of manipulation, drowning her victims in hallucinations until they agree to her terms without even realizing it.
She is so animated. What the heck? Is this a JRPG?
In any case, the Thessalia family aside,
Shoot,
she's someone you definitely want to handle with
most
care.
gacha games don't have that. Doesn't have a character that is that animated. Well,
If you're set on meeting her,
Hutawa is pretty
extra
animated.
careful if I were you.
The way she describes the head of Phasalia reminds me of how Cardathea spoke about the wandering figure by the barrier. I can't rule out the possibility that they're the same person. Looks like I'll need to pay her a visit.
Alright. Nice. Now I am curious.
Today will be a fine day.
Let's see the. Yeah, even Phoebe's eyes aren't as animated. They aren't as lively.
Understood. I am here to serve your will.
Neither shorekeepers.
May I pray for anything specific for you? It would be my honor.
Shi's eyes is. Well, yeah, it's not. It's pretty much the same.
I alone
How
will
about
decide
Carlotta?
whether it's for show or for battle.
Yep, so far. That one chick's. I can't even pronounce her name. That one chick. She has very animated eyes. It's kind of insane how much of a difference like her eyes make her feel so alive.
I received Chacona's memo.
Chikona.
To think the head of the Thessalias approached you when I was still in negotiations with her emissaries. Was it meant to be a diversion all along? They invited you and you alone. As a Montelli, I'm in no position to intervene. That being said, if the Thessalias try anything against you, I'll get you out. Even if it means storming through their front gates.
Yes,
In the
please don't do
meantime,
that yet.
I'm looking for more information and the person Cartathea mentioned to you. I'll call you as soon as I find anything.
Got it.
Alrighty then. I'll see you later, Shadowheart. Let's go. Wow. I've been here before actually. Except I didn't get like the waypoints. Where is it? Oh, it's probably inside.
Now,
Okay.
if you'll please just follow me.
There we go. Wow. Is that how the inside's gonna look? Wow, that looks so good. Nice. That piano, though.
One moment. I shall inform milady of your arrival.
Why does it sound like you have like some sort of evil scheme up?
That won't be necessary.
The details though, wow.
To keep our honored guest waiting would be most improper. Especially when it was I who extended the invitation. Cantarella Phasalia, 36th matriarch of the Phasalia family. I'm pleased to make your acquaintance.
Matriarchs.
Honorable Laureate, the new crown of the Carnival.
Carnival.
Very well. If you insist, I see no reason to refuse. You may also call me Cantarella.
Cantarella.
Now, shall we proceed to my study?
So I saw a whole bunch of posts talking about Cantarella and how like her Resonator trailer was like taken down or something like that, because like apparently it was too sexualized. I haven't even seen it. Okay, I thought she was gonna go in first. This seems suspicious. Oh,
Won't you have a seat?
I wonder if what she's gonna give me is gonna be poison or not.
I hope you'll accept this tea as my way of apologizing for the incident with Gilberto.
Gilberto. Yeah, man, Gilberto was such a douchebag.
Members of the family may have troubled you, but there is no stain that can't be washed away. Every sorrow has its own way of fading, don't you think? You still hold a grudge? Won't you accept my apology?
Let's just drink it.
This tea, is it from Jinjo?
Doesn't even give like a like a quick answer.
I invited you here to ask that you might serve as a mediator.
A mediator? You didn't even answer my question.
Before we get into that, there's something I want to know.
I imagine it concerns the Phasalia family's true beliefs. It would seem Gilberto's mind is beyond saving.
Internal discord, huh?
But let's not dwell on that. What is your opinion on the current state of Raguna?
Current state. Yeah, peaceful in a way that feels wrong. Like something's bound to
So
happen.
you've noticed something is amiss. As expected, from someone who's felt the weight of a Threnodian invasion firsthand.
And how would you know that? Well, you are the head of the Phasalia family, so of course you would have the intelligence officers to be able to give you that information.
And what exactly do you find most unsettling?
Why haven't the
Oh,
Threnodian
excuse
and
me.
the Sentinel ever shown themselves?
Because the Threnodians' invasion of Raguna has long since concluded. The Threnodian, so named Leviathan, possesses the power to merge and assimilate. It
Merge and
uses
assimilate.
distorted beliefs to spread a spiritual plague that slowly devours civilizations from within.
The Order? Well, I mean, it is the Order of the Deep.
Though the previous two attempts were thwarted, the tall mast of the galleon that is Raguna has already been snapped in half. Now the blissfully ignorant masses walk hand in hand toward an abyss they cannot see.
Down into the deep.
Friend or foe? As a newcomer to this land, can you really tell them apart?
I mean, it's kind of given with the Order being called the Order of the Deep.
Yes. And no. On one hand, there's the truth of the Order's beliefs. On the other, there's our family. The Threnodian doesn't take kindly to those who know the truth. We've always been under its whispers. Once the soul fractures, the mind will follow, until only a puppet remains. Now that we've come this far, there's nothing for me to hide. My only hope is that once you learn everything, you will carefully consider my request. Come. The truth you seek lies in the deepest part of the castle.
It's thick with dust. Hard to believe they're truly worshipping it.
Curious about that statue. It represents the unbroken friendship between the Phasaelius and the Order. But in the eyes of outsiders, it is more a symbol of defeat and submission.
The aroma from these plants. It's the same scent that was...
This is it. Are you prepared?
Yes.
Now that we're here, I'm afraid I can't let you leave, even if you want to. Just as I expected. The Threnodian took notice of you the moment you learned the truth. What you see in the sanctuary is the Sentinel in their true form. A majestic steed that galloped with the wind, not a creature of the ocean's depths. The Order worships a half-horse, half-sea creature divinity, a form the Sentinel assumed only after being corrupted by the Threnodian. Although the Sentinel's will has yet to fade, who knows how much longer they can endure. I wish to ask you to persuade the Sentinel of Jinzhou, Jue, to come to Renacita, to save Imperator. Both Jinzhou and Jue owe you their future. That makes you the only person capable of this task. I understand the position you are in. Word has it that you're currently staying at a hotel and are at odds with the Order. Perhaps a stay at my estate would suit you for the remainder of your time in Renacita. I can offer you a glimpse into Renacita's past, and you'd be spared the Order's unwelcome attention.
There might still be a path forward. Carlotta once helped me interpret some stained glass images. The story it told was very similar to what you've described, only more biased towards the Order. It mentioned a maiden who would emerge as the Sentinel's resonator and later save Renacita. Do you think that's also a lie?
Care to elaborate? The part regarding the Maiden isn't entirely fiction. The Sentinel does indeed appoint a Maiden to be their resonator, though not in the way the Carnival would have you believe. No. It's through resonance with a very particular artifact. That's because Imperator wields the power to split and manipulate space. With it, they can withdraw a portion of power. That power's frequency will match the Imperator's own. This is how the Sword of Divinity, Turvin, came to be. A blade sealed with the very powers of the Sentinel, and the artifact used to select their resonator. To resonate with the sword is to resonate with the Sentinel. Only the Chosen One may hope to draw it.
Then, what about Cardathea?
The martyred maiden. The nature of her resonance is unclear to me. Perhaps she resonated with the Threnodian, or perhaps with the Sentinel in its corrupted form. But choosing her could not have been the Sentinel's will. That's because the Maiden was already dead. In the past, each year the Phasalia family would hold the Divine Trials to select those with the strongest will. These young women would attempt to resonate with Turvin's powers. While overclocked, of course. Though none succeeded, some saw fragments of the truth hidden within the resonance. I was one of them. There was a moment where I glimpsed the Sentinel's corrupted form and the inverted ruins suspended in the sky. I also learned that only Turvin can break the barrier of that sonorosphere. When I awoke from that vision, I discovered a line of words inscribed onto my hand. I would never mistake my own handwriting. That is precisely why I'm searching for other possibilities. The words were, "The Maiden is dead."
An inverted ruin suspended in the sky. Her and Cardathia's descriptions bear many similarities. If Turvin is the key to entering the sonorosphere, it stands to reason that Imperator may have played a role in the sphere's creation. If I can confirm that Turvin was truly left by Imperator, at least it would prove that neither are lying. Cantarella said she was overclocking when she tried resonating with Turvin. That's exactly what happened with Jinchi. Could Imperator be trying to restore their power through a second awakening? If that's the case, my permission should cause a reaction. That's one way to confirm what they're saying.
By all means. Rover, who are you really? The Sentinel's arbiter?
Well, I have some information and theories of my own. Care to hear them?
Please, enlighten me. I would never have imagined someone already considered a martyr could still be alive. What surprises me even more is the connection you have with the Sentinel. We Thessalians revere Imperator as our one true divinity. And yet, here you stand, the arbiter of the Sentinel. Would it be more fitting to address you as Master? Then, I present my request once more. Are you willing to help rescue our sentinel and pull Renacita back from the brink of chaos? Turvin can only serve its purpose while in your hands. You should have it.
The only question now is how we reach Cardathia and Imperator's Sonorosphere.
We can discuss it on the way.
So you're the one that Cardathia sensed wandering outside the Sonorosphere?
A question that you already know the answer to. Why bother asking? Although being described as a jellyfish. There is a cable car in the lower levels of the Phasalia estate that leads directly to the...
Why do the Phasalias have a cable car that leads directly to the Sonorosphere?
Before it became a sonorosphere, it was a seminary known as the Avenolium. The martyred Maiden once pursued her studies there. A superficial harmony needed to be maintained between the Phasalias and the Order, and this underground cable car was intended to send scions of the family to school. The elevator is merely a later addition I had built for easy access. You seem perturbed. Are you still gathering your thoughts?
Everything that's happened has all lined up so perfectly. It makes me think it's too good to be true.
I'd like to share a different perspective. Rivers eventually converge into the same ocean. If a goal is mutual, then it's only a matter of time before they meet. Our choices and our will have led us to this situation, not the wishes of fate.
You are quite different from what the rumors say.
Oh. And what rumors have you heard?
That you're a recluse, a mystic, obsessed with the crafting of poison. Oh, and that you poisoned your predecessor? Those kinds of rumors.
A recluse? On the contrary, I've been searching for a solution to the Sentinel's plight, and rarely return to Renacita. After most of my leads fell short, a friend at Mingting in Huanglong introduced me to the stories they were telling of you.
A friend?
All the affairs of Huanglong states eventually land in one person's hands. Would you care to take a guess at the identity of this friend of mine?
Why not put the other rumors to rest?
Because the rest of them are all true. I see it'll take more than that to rattle you, huh? I assure you, this is no jest.